Today we're taking a look at a Dell laptop that's having some keyboard issues. We're going to go through troubleshooting steps and see if we can get this fixed. The main issue is the B, N, and M key above the spacebar. For whatever reason, they do not want to register in Windows, so we're just verifying that, and then we're going to boot in the BIOS and do some more troubleshooting. So after running the built-in Dell diagnostics, we can see that the keys don't work in the BIOS either. This is pointing more towards a hardware issue as opposed to a driver or software issue, so let's keep going. There also seems to be quite a bit of flex in this area of the laptop as well, so that could be pushing down on something and causing an issue. So the next step in the troubleshooting process is to remove the back cover and then check the keyboard connection and go from there. First, we'll disconnect the battery just to be safe, and then we'll remove the keyboard ribbon cable just to see if there's any damage, and we'll go ahead and get it reseated and try again. So the response is a little bit better, but it's still not consistent, so unfortunately it looks like we're going to have to replace the keyboard. So I've got a replacement palm rest assembly, but that just means that we're going to have to remove way more parts than just the keyboard, so let's get into it. As always, we'll start with disconnecting the battery. Then next up, we're going to remove the SSD. After that, we're removing the Wi-Fi module. Next up, we're removing the 2.5-inch SSD adapter and bracket. After that, we'll get the battery removed. Then we'll get the speakers unplugged and unroute those cables. After that, we're getting the touchpad removed. Next, we're loosening the screws on one of the hinges to get to the power button board. Now we're getting the fan removed. Now we're removing the power button assembly. Next, we have to loosen up the screws in the other hinge so we can remove the connection to the screen and remove the motherboard itself. Now I'm disconnecting the DC jack connection from the motherboard. So we're going to go ahead and unpackage the new palm rest assembly just to get that ready. And the final thing we have to remove from the old one are the Wi-Fi antennas. So these are just little circuit boards that have the antenna coming off of them. So we'll just take our time to carefully remove those and then get them in place on the new assembly. So now we're basically going to do everything in reverse order to get this laptop back together. But I wanted to take this time to talk a little bit about right to repair and why it's so frustrating for repair technicians and people out there to try to fix their own stuff. Because Dell absolutely knew what they were doing when they designed their laptop this way. They want to make it complicated, they want to make it difficult, and they want to make it expensive so that you don't repair your own laptop, you just go buy something else. And we definitely, as consumers, need to join together and push back on that. That's why right to repair is so important. And manufacturers out there like Framework are trying to fight this and make things easier to repair. So just keep that in mind when you buy consumer level laptops. I actually don't recommend these. I recommend business level laptops. And I'll probably go into that in another video. But I just kind of wanted to share my thoughts on this and kind of explain to people that it's not really normal for it to be like this. And it used to actually not be like this. It's gotten worse. But we'll go ahead and get this laptop back together. We'll go ahead and get it tested, make sure everything's working. And we'll see if we can get this wrapped up. And now that we finally got everything back together, we'll go ahead and get it booted back up and check the keyboard. And it looks like it's working in Windows, so let's go ahead and check the BIOS. And it looks like that fixed the issue, so this laptop is good to go. I want to thank everyone again for watching. It really does mean a lot to me. Make sure you like and subscribe if you've been watching this far, and let me know what else you want to see. Thanks.